We thought we were done talking about Snow White. We really did. It was a wrap.
It's over. It's a wrap. Because her entire career rested on this Snow White movie being a success. And it ain't looking good.
A certified headline-grabbing box office disaster. Disney's modern-day fairy tale had bombed so hard, we stuck a fork in it. Case closed. But then, Disney did this.
A new trailer is out for Snow White. And if you thought that Disney was going to salvage this film after all the backlash that it received about the direction it was going in...
A Mother's Day miracle. Not quite. More like a Mother's Day misfire.
You hate both yourself and your mom. Here's a great idea for Mother's Day weekend. Take her to see the re-release of Snow White.
Welcome back to the Pro Channel, broadcasting from somewhere sunny in the USA, where we bring you tomorrow's headlines today. And just when we thought Snow White's saga was over, Disney rolled out a finale. So unbelievable, we had to dust off the story and bring it back. Let's break it down.
Guard the door, hold her, and you cut out her heart. All right. You do that, you do that, you cut the heart out, okay?
You wash the dishes.
You wash the dishes, you wipe the floor.
Cut the heart out.
You cut out her heart.
On May 9th, Disney quietly re-released Snow White, yes, the live-action version starring Rachel Zegler, into over 200 theaters. You probably didn't even know that, did you? Well, you're not alone. Most people didn't. If that's news to you, go ahead and hit the like button so others can know too.
Disney re-releasing Snow White.
You serious?
In 1,200 plus screens this weekend.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Let me say it again.
No! God, please, no!
Disney re-released Snow White starring Rachel Zegler. I bet you didn't know that. Did you know that? Did you know that Disney re-released? Folks, if you didn't know it, click the like button so other people can know it too. Disney re-released Snow White.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care.
The move was first reported by World of Real, speculating that Disney aimed to cash in on Mother's Day nostalgia.
Great idea for Mother's Day weekend. Take her to see the re-release of Snow White on over 1,200 screens. Can someone please explain to me why this is happening? Truly was one of the most catastrophic flops.
The theory? A strategic re-release to push the film past the $100 million domestic box office mark. Sounds reasonable on paper.
The controversies surrounding Disney's Snow White remake show that we are still in the thick of the culture wars. Oh, have you been following the Snow White?
Actually, the first time hearing of this.
Really?
Oh. Yeah.
Okay.
Good for you.
Well...
But in practice, a total disaster.
It is over for Rachel Zegler. Her career is done. She will be lucky if she makes it on a direct-to-DVD Steven Seagal movie at this point.
According to a brutal headline from The Telegraph, republished by Yahoo Entertainment, Disney has done the impossible, made Snow White an even bigger bomb. The logic behind the re-release? Maybe the arrival of Marvel's Thunderbolts signaled that audiences were back. Maybe Disney hoped some of that blockbuster magic would rub off. Maybe they believe families would flock to theaters for a fresh take on a classic. Spoiler alert, they didn't. User King Freak 49 reported showings with 0 tickets sold. Another 2 combined, just 1 ticket sold, and that was hosted on Yahoo Entertainment. Yikes! Let's talk numbers. With a re-release into 200 plus theaters, Snow White made just $250 per theater, a total of $335,000 for the entire weekend. That's not a typo.
Where is it? Where is Snow White? Oh, it's in 13th place. 13th place, folks. Snow White was given an additional 1,020 theaters to get it to 1,330 theaters in Disney's re-release that included 1,200 theaters. Okay, 1,200 Disney picked up somehow, some way. Did they pay? I don't know. Disney's Snow White made a grand total of $252 per theater. And what that means is that in every screen this was shown in, for a grand whopping total, ladies and gentlemen, of $335,000 in 13th place.
For perspective, Captain America Brave New World, which wasn't even re-released and only played in 75 theaters, made $1,000 per screen. That's quadruple double what Snow White brought in, without all the marketing, fanfare, and desperate last-ditch theatrics. So yes, Snow White bombed again, this time harder, and it still didn't reach the $100 million milestone domestically. Not even close. At this point, turning off the projectors and locking the doors would have saved theaters money. Between staff, electricity, cleaning, and general operation costs, those allowed 200 screens probably ran at a loss. Why would Disney even attempt this? The answer lies in a quiet update from Radio Time. On May 7th, they confirmed that Disney's Snow White would hit digital platforms like Prime Video, Google Play, and Sky Store on May 13th, so the re-release was likely an effort to pretend. There was some momentum before launching the film on streaming. Throw in some bloopers, deleted scenes, and sing-alongs for good measure, and voila! A desperate marketing attempt disguised as fanfare. But here's the kicker. The whole film itself feels like one big bloop. This humiliating move isn't just about Rachel Zegler or one movie. It's emblematic of Disney's larger issues. Companies' missteps in storytelling, audience understanding, and brand direction. Think about it. Snow White was their first princess, their original jewel, and yet this re-release dragged that legacy through the mud. They gambled big on one last theatrical push, and it exploded in their face. And no, Disney isn't going to apologize. They won't admit they hired the wrong lead, designed questionable CGI dwarf, or greenlit a film that fans never wanted. They'll just quietly move on, sunset the embarrassment, and pretend it never happened. That's the Disney way. Let's be clear, this isn't just about box office numbers. This is about strategy, identity, vision. Disney may be inching away from its woke era, but don't expect any public reckoning. No our bad statement, no soul-searching documentary, just silence and new project. Lilo and Stitch, anyone? Theme park changes, live-action remakes, animation updates. They're still happening, but the tone is shifting, whether they admit it or not. This isn't just a flop, it's a warning to Disney, to Hollywood, to studios banking on name recognition alone. Because even with all the marketing muscle in the world, audiences won't show up if they don't care. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit the like button, subscribe, and drop a comment below. What do you think Disney should do next?